everyone, it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio, and today I'm sharing with you day 27 artist trading card for the hashtag event ATCAD2020, which is coming to you from Art Joy of Sharing Art Community, as well as the Art Joy of Sharing live stream channel. We live stream every Thursday over on that channel. And for the month of June 2020, we have this event of making an artist trading card every single day. So this is day 27 and just a few more days to go until the end of the month. This is a really quick one. This background was made doing intaglio, which is a process of scraping a design, making grooves into a styrofoam plate, and then putting ink in it. And in this case, I combined it with a gel plate. And I will try, definitely try, to find the video where I did this. I have a couple videos like that. The process, it's really fun, and I want to do it some more. I actually just bought a big stack of styrofoam plates. I have in the past been using meat trays, and I just got tired of saving them. And lots of times they have something stamped into them, or they have a texture nowadays. So you can just buy the plates to do intaglio just right on Amazon. I'll link them below the video. So I just wanted to emphasize some of these marks. So I got out my Stabilo Woodies. These are the same type of a pigment as the Stabilo All Pencil that you see me use all the time. Highly water reactive, but they're fat. They're I think they're made for kids. Probably they're big and fat and fun and bright. And I didn't blend them with water. I just made marks with it. So I used the same colors that were in the background and just made some of those marks stand out. And the mark that was most interesting to me was this pointed oval, kind of an eye shape, only upside and up, going vertically instead of horizontally. So it doesn't look like an eye. Maybe it looks like a shield. Sometimes a shield might be that shape. I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool shape. And I kind of wanted to highlight it. So I took another one of my artist trading cards, which was a gel print that had the same type of colors on it, and I cut pieces of it and made kind of half of this shape. I made a larger one and then a smaller one, and this just becomes a very interesting abstracted collage. I just think it's very interesting. I like it. I like the colors. I like the shapes. So then this other trading card was made out of watercolor paper, so it's got a big fat white edge. So I took a brush pen, an artist brush pen in black, and went around the edges so that there's kind of like a little line around the edges of the shapes, as well as coloring in the white edges of the watercolor paper so that it doesn't show up. It would be very obvious when I glued it down. It would not blend into the background. And so I wanted to do that. I also cut out one of the spoked wheel shapes. It's from a stencil that I used on the gel plate, and I cut just one of the spoked wheels out. This is like a circular thing with little spokes, and I'm going to put that on as well. And I went around the edges of it, and then I decided I wanted an even larger edge, so I cut a circle that went around it so that it really does stand out. It's kind of like a decoration on the shield. This is sort of an abstract shield with a decoration, and you could get the idea of what I'm making here, but it's not all put together and obvious. It's deconstructed. I like me some deconstructed stuff. So I also made a little black, teeny tiny black piece to put in the center of that other shape that was already there, just to give it like a little, kind of like a little pupil or something on the, I don't know. Anyway, that's just from black paper scrap that was sitting on my desk. So then on one of these vertical lines, I'm going to line up my larger half shield and then my smaller half shield kind of going off the card. I love doing this type of stuff. This, there's two sides of, well, there's more than two sides of my brain. I obviously have lots of personalities, but one part of me really, really enjoys abstract. And playing with color as a main focus and then adding a few shapes that highlight the color. I enjoy it a lot, like really a lot. This is stuff I love. And then there's this other side of me that wants to draw stuff and wants to make little things that look like something that it's obvious when you look at it. It's like, oh, that's a thing. The two sides in my brain just constantly go back and forth, back and forth. So I can say I'm a collage artist. I can say I'm a mixed media artist, but as to whether I'm a painter or an illustrator, it's still a battle. It's still the battle's still raging. So maybe I'm both. Um, I put some ink around the edges as well so that it could cover up the white edges of the card as well as make another little kind of frame situation. Like I enjoy putting things inside boxes. I also collect boxes. So then I was looking for some other stuff, some ephemera, some little things, something to glue on. And I have these little dishes that are just kind of catch all on my desk. They're little palette dishes for mixing paint, but they just catch stuff. When I get out a box of something and then the thing, some of it falls on the floor, some of it lands on my desk. It's, whatever. I collect it all up and I just, instead of separating it back out and sorting it back into something, I just put it in these little dishes. So I've been, during this process this month when we've been going through and making all these ATCs, I've been using some of these little things that are in these dishes and it makes me happy to use them. So I'm just looking around in there trying to find some other stuff that might be interesting on this card and putting things on, taking them off. This is called auditioning, when you put all your things on before you glue them down and you decide whether you like them or not. I decided I didn't like the letters. The letters weren't right. This little copper square sequin is a maybe. But then I see this other copper thing, which is, when you have a paint tube and there's some dried paint on it and you peel it off? It's one of those, except for it got kind of folded over, so it's not round anymore, but the copper is the right color. And then I also find this sequin thing that is like a horn kind of. And I really thought that one went with the composition really well. So I'm going to glue those two things on, and then I'm going to find some words. If you guys are enjoying this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, and share this or pin it on Pinterest if you'd like to. All those things help my channel, and I'm very happy and blessed when you do that. So please do it for me. Thank you. So I've got those things glued down, and now I need to find some words. And I have this new Tim Holtz ideology sticker set that I think it's called headlines or something like that. It's just random phrases. Maybe it's about taking things out of books. I'm not sure, but anyway, I've never opened it. I opened it and I found one that said, "Promise me one thing." And that just spoke to me. Those words, "just promise me one thing," spoke to me, and that's what I put on there. So I used a little bit of glue stick to make sure it stuck down, and I lined it up with some of those horizontal lines. And I think this card is cool. I like it. I like it. So that's it for me. Thanks. Bye bye.